Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the hidden stories behind company filings. And today we are diving into a report from Wisconsin Electric Power Company that really shows how companies raise money for big projects. Let's see what they have been up to. This is a look at what Wisconsin Electric Power Company is telling us in their latest reports. It's not a full quarterly report, but more of a specific announcement about a big financial move they made. So what is this filing telling us? Well, it seems like Wisconsin Electric Power Company needed to raise a good chunk of money for something important. And they did it by issuing what are called debentures, which are basically like loans that the company promises to pay back with interest. The main event here is that on the 2nd of December 2025, the company announced they entered into an underwriting agreement. This is a formal deal to sell $300 million worth of something called 3.95% debentures that are due in March of 2029. So they are borrowing $300 million and they will pay it back over about 4 years at an interest rate of 3.95%. This is how big companies get the cash for major investments like building new power plants or upgrading infrastructure. Let's break down what this means. The total amount is $300 million. That is a massive amount of money to raise. And it tells us they have significant plans that require this kind of funding. The interest rate of 3.95% is pretty good. Especially in the current market, it means the company is seen as stable enough to borrow at a relatively low cost. The agreement itself is with several big financial institutions: BMO Capital Markets Corp, Citigroup Global Markets, Inc., and KeyBank Capital Markets. Inc. These are the underwriters. They are essentially the intermediaries who help the company sell these debentures to investors. These firms have vast networks and expertise in placing such debt offerings. This filing also mentions a securities resolution and an indenture. The indenture is the master contract that governs the terms of the debt, like how the interest is paid. And what happens if the company cannot pay its debts? Us Bank Trust Company is acting as the trustee, which means they represent the debenture holders and ensure the company follows the rules of the indenture. This is standard practice for large debt issuances, providing security and oversight for the investors. We also see an opinion from their Vice President and Deputy General Counsel Joshua Merrickson. This likely confirms the legality and validity of the debenture issuance, essentially a legal stamp of approval. This is crucial for investor confidence. And then there is a consent from the same person, Joshua M. Erickson. This just confirms he agrees with his opinion, which is also a normal part of these filings. Finally, the filing includes an interactive data file, which is a way for investors and regulators to access the information in a machine-readable format. This is becoming increasingly common in financial reporting, making data analysis more efficient. Now, looking at this from a broader perspective, Wisconsin Electric Power Company is clearly making big moves. They are raising significant capital, which suggest so forward-looking strategy, whether that is for renewable energy projects, infrastructure upgrades, or other operational necessities. The fact that they can secure $300 million at a 3.95% interest rate indicates a strong credit rating and marketability of their debt. The company is issuing these debentures, which means they are taking on debt. This is a common way to finance large projects, as it does not dilute ownership for existing shareholders like issuing more stock would. However, it does increase the company's financial leverage, meaning the risk associated with their debt increases. So what is the story here? It's a company that needs money for growth and development, and it is using a well-established method of borrowing to get at the specific amount and interest rate give us clues about their financial health and their strategic direction. This is not a report filled with operational results, but rather a crucial piece of information about their financing strategy. To wrap up, Wisconsin Electric Power Company is positioning itself for further expansion by securing a substantial sum through debt financing. This is a sign of confidence in their future projects and their ability to manage the added debt load. It will be interesting to watch how this capital is deployed and what impact it has on their long-term performance. Alright, that is our deep dive into this Wisconsin Electric Power Company filing. What do you think about this debt issuance and what it means for the company's future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. For more corporate decoding, we can also be found in our Discord community linked in the description below. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.